South Central Stocks, let's get to it. Looking for stocks to invest in? Roku, that's a stock. My tablet, Samsung, that's a stock. These shoes I had on, Nike, that's a stock. My point is, we're surrounded by stocks. Mostly every city has major businesses that can be considered as stocks. So we can use those as reference points, and also things that we like to use in our daily lives that can be considered stocks, or as if we're looking for references or things that we would like to invest in, we can use those first as initially as starting points for investing. Initially, you always want to invest in things that you care about, that you spend your money on, because that's kind of like a way to hedge things. Because if you say, for instance, if you like Nike and you buying a Nike stock, you invest, you own a part of the company, so it's not like when you buy that pair of Jordans or whatever, if you like Jordans, it's not like you're just giving money to that company. You're contributing to a business that you own part of by you owning stock in that company or whatever. So, you want to make sure that you're investing in companies that you have interest in, most likely. Companies like for instance, I wear Nikes. Nike's a company that I like, so I invest in them. I have Nike stock. I wear Nikes on my feet. So that's one company I invest in. I don't have Apple. I have a Samsung, so I invest in a lot of Samsung products. My phone is Samsung. My tablet is Samsung, so I invest in Samsung products. Roku. I have a Roku remote. Roku. So I invest in Roku. So that's a good reference point always to start. When you're thinking about which stocks you would like to invest in. So remember that from the beginning. So next, what you want to do once you figure out or just trying to decide which stocks that you would like to invest in, that's when you want to start doing your research. Whatever your research tool may be, I don't know whether you watch videos, whether you go, whether you do actual research, read books, or do the research. However you want to do the research to find out more about whatever that stock is that you're interested in. Whatever the means may be, whether it's on the app, whether it's on the website, whether it's from word of mouth, from on news, whatever the situation. Whatever the case may be, you want to find out more information about that stock. South Central Stocks. Let's get to it. When you first start on your journey of investing, initially, you want to have a disciplined mind frame, meaning you want to make a decision on what type of trader you want to be. Day trader, swing trader, long-term investor, maybe a little bit of each. You need to make a decision and decide what direction you want to go in, what path you want to go in. Once you decide that, then the next step will be finding which stocks that you want to invest in. Some of you kind of already have an idea of, which stocks that you're interested in, or might be interested in investing in. Like for instance, what shoes are you wearing right now? Nikes. You got Nikes on your feet. Adidas. Those are stocks. What phone you got? What phone are you using right now to watch the show right now? You got Apple. You got Samsung. Those are stocks. What's your favorite local store to shop at in your neighborhood? Target, that's my favorite store. Walmart, those are stocks. So you can use that as reference points or somewhere to start from. Just things that we have in our daily lives, in our everyday daily lives, that we see every day on our, in our daily lives at work, at school, whatever our daily lives consist of, that can be considered as stocks that we can use as a reference point to start from researching. And so that's a good reference point to start from. And now Also, I'll show you my screen, and I'm gonna show you how to research a stock on your either on your app or on your website. How you can go in and do further research to see how you can really see which stocks that you would like to invest in. So check this out.
Okay, so when you get into your app or your website, whatever you're using at the time, I have a demo set up here with just some basic stocks that I'm, showing as an example. Apple, Nike, Microsoft, three of the top most major companies, three top major companies in the world. So from here, what you want to do, if you already have stocks in mind that you want to research, you want to go to add list, which is where you can create a new watch list. So for add list, first thing you're gonna want to do is name your watch list. So for this tutorial, we're gonna call this, of course, Southcentralstocks. Oh my bad. Southcentralstocks. Damn it. Hold on. Darn it. Okay. So once you name your playlist, you go ahead and save it. And then from there you can start researching stocks. So for instance, if I want to research a stock, I would go right here to the magnifying glass. And if you already have a stock that you have in mind, you just type it in right here at the top. Whatever it might be. Sorry, just try Redfin or whatever, just for example. You type it in, go right to the stock. Or initially, there'll be stocks listed. Hold on. When you go into your watch list, you can go to add symbol, and it'll basically give you a basic list of different stocks that you can look at. And once you press on, it'll take you to the chart and the information for that particular stock. Okay, so let's pick one, for example, for this tutorial. Let's try American Airlines. Okay, for this example. So, once again, when you go into the stock, the first thing you're going to see is the price action information, which is basically going to show you the price action during the course of the day. It's broken down in increments. You can go to minutes. You can even take minutes and break those down into 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever increments you want to break it down into. And then you can also break it down into days. So you can look at each candle, and each one will represent one day during the week. So for instance, this will be the latest day right here. This will be the most recent day. This will be today. This will be what the price action from yesterday. And if you check up here at the top, it'll say all the information: open, high, close, with the low for the day. Again, you can look at it week by week. Each candle represents 1 week. You can see what it did for each week as how it's been progressing. You can look at it by month. Each candle represents month by month how this stock has been progressing. What was the high and the low for the month? You see, as you go to each candle, month by month. Quarterly, which means every 4 months or so. So you can look at each candle as each quarter. So for the last 4 quarters, as you can see, the stock has kind of been on an incline for the last 4, especially last quarter or the last 2. And then yearly, you can see over the years how the stock has progressed. And also, like I said, for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, the stock has been on a decline. But it looks like it's finally starting to be back on an upswing, I guess, after the pandemic year or whatever the case may have been, when the stock took a big hit last year or during 2020. Okay, so also what you can look at, you can take a look up here, and have a lot of information about the stock up at the top. So market cap, that's basically the total value of the stocks. What the company's total market cap will be if you sold all the stocks, what the total value of the company would be. And then you can also look at the 52-week high, the 10, and the 52-week low, which is during the course of the year. What was the highest price of the stock, which is 2609, as you can see, within the last 52 weeks. And the lowest price that the stock has been is $10.63. So that was probably last year during the pandemic, when business wasn't so well, and the price just plummeted. Also, it shows you things like earnings per share, which we'll get into on another episode. You can look at things like the free float, which is the free float is basically shows you how many, excuse me, it shows you basically how many stocks, the circulating supply of whatever particular stock that are out in the market being bought and sold at any given time. So that's what the free float is in a basic way of explaining it. And also you can look at things up here. It shows you information about when the next earning call will be. So as you see, for American Airlines, the next earnings will be October 20th. So that's in like 2-3 weeks. They'll have an earnings call. And then their next dividend date will be February. What was in February 220 was the last time they paid dividends. So it's been a while since they paid dividends, I guess, with this company. Or I guess maybe it looks from what I see up here from the dividend yield, which is 0%, looks like they may have suspended their dividends, maybe possibly temporarily, or I don't know. I have to research that, see what the situation is. I don't know if they ever had dividends or whatever the case may be, but 0% means they're not giving out no dividends right now. Okay, so what other information you can look up here? This is just basic information that give you information about what's going on with the stock at any given time, what it opened at for that particular day, what it closed at for that particular day, the opening closing price right here. What else? Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, getting way off track here. And so yeah, this is basically where you can come and just look at find out different information about whatever stock you choose to research. You could also go right here to analysis, and what this basically is going to show you. Hold on. When you go to analysis, it basically shows you what the analysts think about what they're saying about that particular stock. So as you can see for this one, it's had about 22 analysts review this stock, and most of them say like 45%, which is almost about half of I'll say about 10 or 11, at least say you should hold the stock, and about 18% say you should buy it, and a small percent, say 5%, say it's a strong buy, so you should go ahead and really buy the stock because I guess it's going to be, profitable in the future. And then also you can go here to the bottom and look at the analyst price targets. So as you can see, this stock still has a little room to grow because the analysts overall believe it's going to get to $28, and right now this stock is at $21.65. So it still has a little bit of potential, I guess, as far as growth. But as of right now, I don't know. The travel industry is not doing as well, but who knows? As we go into this fourth quarter and we're looking at winter time, who knows what might happen as far as travel picking up as we get closer to Christmas, as we get closer to Thanksgiving. So yeah, this is just basically how you can go into your app or into your or website of whatever brokerage you use, and you can basically just see how to further research a stock and get information about it. Decide if it's going to be the stock you want to that you want to invest your money in. Try another one. This one right here, Macy's. Same thing. Macy's. A lot of us like to shop at Macy's. You can break it down to any increment of time that you would like. See the highs and lows for that particular day. You can come up here and check out the overall major information about the company, the market cap, what was the high and low for the year. And look right here, 557, that was during the pandemic, of course. So it was like, man, imagine you could have got it then at 557 if you were smart or had money at time or able to put yourself in position to invest. And you could have sold it at 25 right here, 25.47, which was the 52-week high, and you would have 5 times your money. You know what I mean? So say you put $1,000 in right here at 557, and when you sell it at 25, you be to make $5,000 right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's all kind of ways to make money in stock. You just gotta research and learn how to time things, and really, like I said, get disciplined with your trading plans, decide what you want to do, and stick to it. Because that's the only way you'll know if something works. You have to try it, and if you try it doesn't work, fine, that's okay. It's okay to fail. You can try something different. You know what I mean? You can go to the next plan. At least you know that one thing didn't work, and you can try something different. So that's basically how you can research on Webull. And like I said, with each app, it'll be different, but it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much all the same when you research stocks. Pretty much it's gonna be, you can make watch lists to 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 single out certain stocks that you want to look at in particular, that you want to research. You don't have to invest in those stocks in particular, but you could put them in your watch list so you can kind of know which stocks that you maybe want to take a look at, and later on, and just see if it's potential. And yeah, that's basically it.
And another, and probably one of the most important ways of doing research, watching the news, watching some of your favorite shows, and probably one of the most important is YouTube. Finding someone on YouTube or a group of people or whoever that you can follow that pretty much know what they're talking about. That because a lot of people pretty much will do the research for you on certain stocks and let you know, like myself, let you know really pretty much which stocks are hot at that time, or which ones you should be getting in at certain times, or which ones aren't really great investments at certain times. Even though we don't have like professional financial advice, that we can say that we're financial advisors, but there are a lot of great people online that give good advice, like myself, for instance. So if you feel this information was useful, please hit the subscribe button on the screen, wherever it is. I don't know. And once again, thank you for watching South Central Stocks. I'll see you guys later. Peace.